Okay, real talk. Every Souls-like list on the internet is basically a FromSoft greatest hits. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Sekiro, rinse, repeat. We get it. Miyazaki is a genius. But that is not the list we're doing today. Today, we're talking about the games that took the formula, ran with it, and in some cases actually pulled it off. The ones that bonfires and stamina bars and humiliating boss runbacks, and somehow made it their own thing. So no, you will not be hearing about the lands between today. You will not be hearing about Lord Rand. What you will hear is a top 6 countdown of the best Souls-likes that aren't from ranked. There's a hot take at number 1. There are 2 Team Ninja games on this list, and I won't apologize for it. And there's one entry at the bottom that's currently cheaper than a sandwich. Hit subscribe if you like opinionated countdowns, and let's get into it. Kicking us off at number 6, Mortal Shell. This is the little Souls-like that could. Made by a tiny studio, runs on a shoestring budget, and yet it absolutely nails the vibe. Dark, oppressive, weird in all the right ways. The gimmick here is brilliant. You're not a person. You're a squishy little ghost thing that possesses dead warriors, what a game calls shells. Each shell plays completely differently. There's a tank. There's a glass cannon. There's a balanced one. Pick your fighter, basically. The big mechanical twist is the hardened ability. Tap a button, you turn a stone mid-swing, eat the boss's combo, and counter. It feels incredible the first time you pull it off against some big nasty boss who absolutely should have one-shot you. The world is small but dense. The bosses are memorable, and it's priced at $29.99, which is fair for what you're getting. It's short, it's mean, it's a perfect weekend rental. If you've never played it, fix that. This is cult classic territory. Number 5, The Surge 2. Okay, hear me out on this one because it's currently being sold for the cost of a vending machine soda. $2.99. Yes, $3. The Surge 2 is a sci-fi Souls-like from Deck 13, set in a collapsed near-future city run by religious cults and security drones. The combat hook is the limb targeting system. You pick a body part on the enemy, head, arms, legs, and you hack at it until it falls off, and then you loot the gear from that exact limb. Wanted that cool helmet? Aim for the head and cut it off. Wanted those gauntlets? Aim for the arms. It's gloriously gory, weirdly tactical, and once it clicks, nothing else scratches the same itch. The level design is genuinely clever, full of shortcuts that loop back on themselves Dark Souls style. The story is whatever, the voice acting is rough, but the moment-to-moment combat is great. For $2.99, you literally cannot lose. Buy it, play it, thank me later. Number 4, Wolong, Fallen Dynasty. Team Ninja's 3 Kingdoms Souls 'em up. And yeah, this is a hot one. People either love it or they bounce off it hard. And I think a lot of that depends on whether you came in expecting Nioh or Sekiro. It is neither. It is its own weird thing. Combat is built around deflection. There is no stamina bar. There is a spirit gauge that swings between positive and negative, and you manage it by attacking, deflecting, and casting wizard spells. Yes, wizard spells. You're a Han Dynasty warrior who can shoot fireballs and turn into a tiger. It absolutely rules. The boss fights are these big operatic showdowns against historical Chinese generals doing wuxia kung fu, and the deflect timing is so satisfying once it clicks. There's also full co-op, which is rare in this genre. It's $39.99. Go in expecting Kung Fu Sekiro with extra wizards, not Nioh 3, and you'll have a blast. Number 3, Lords of the Fallen, the 2023 reboot, not the old one from 2014. Please don't confuse the two. This is Hexworks taking the Souls-like playbook and going, what if we made it twice as big? Because the headline feature here is the dual realm system. You're always in 2 worlds at once. The world of the living, Axiom, and the world of the dead, Umbral. You can swap between them with a lantern, and the level design uses both. Hidden paths only exist in Umbral. Bridges that are broken in Axiom are intact in Umbral. Dying drops you into Umbral and forces you to fight your way back. It is a genuinely brilliant idea. The game is also drop-dead gorgeous. Some of the best-looking environments in any Souls-like, period. It had a rocky launch, sure, but the patches turned it into the real deal. $29.99 on sale fairly often. Sleep on this one no longer. Number 2, Nioh 2 Complete Edition. And if you came into this video purely to see where Nioh 2 landed, I see you, and I respect you. This game is Team Ninja's masterpiece. Sengoku, Japan, you're a half yokai, half human, and the combat is the deepest in the entire genre. Full stop. 3 weapon stances, low, mid, and high, that you flow between mid-combo. Skill trees deeper than most full-fat action RPGs. A loot system that has chewed years off of people's lives. And the yokai shift, where you transform into your demon form to unleash boss-killing ultimates, is the kind of mechanic that makes you yell at your TV. The bosses are unforgettable. The DLC content is some of the best post-launch material ever shipped. So why is it number 2 and not number 1? Honestly, because it's a slightly hard recommend if you've never touched the series. The systems are dense. The first 10 hours are an avalanche. But push through, and $49.99 gets you maybe the best combat system ever put into Souls-like. And number 1, Lies of P. Here it is, the hot take. The Pinocchio puppet Souls-like from a Korean studio nobody had heard of, swinging for the fences with Bloodborne energy, and somehow, it stuck the landing. This is the first non-From Software Souls-like that I would genuinely put next to From Software's own work and not flinch. Nioh fans, I know, fight me in the comments, but hear me out. Lies of P just gets it. The pacing, the tone, the boss design, the level layouts that fold back on themselves like origami. The combat is built around the perfect guard, a tight parry window that sends sparks flying and breaks weapons. The weapon assembly system, where you bolt any blade onto any handle, is the best loadout system in the genre. And the world, this Twisted Bell Apoc puppet city, is genuinely gorgeous and full of atmosphere. The bosses are top shelf. The soundtrack slaps. And there's a full sequel and DLC on the way. $59.99 and worth every cent. If you only play one game off this list, make it this one. And that's the list. 6 Soulslikes, 0 From Software, and a hot take at the top that I am fully prepared to defend in the comments. So tell me, what did I go wrong? Did Nioh 2 deserve the crown? Is Lies of P actually overrated and I've been brainwashed? Did I commit a war crime by leaving off Remnant or Code Vein or The Last Faith? Let me know down below. I read every comment, even the mean ones. If you got value out of this, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel more than you think. Subscribe for more opinionated rankings, more hot takes, and more games that absolutely deserve your attention. I'll see you in the next one. Don't die out there.